How do you do, y'all? This is John, and today we are talking about The Crow, a new movie in theaters right now. And in The Crow, it deals with this man named Eric Draven, who is murdered. However, he is brought back to life in order to exact vengeance on the men who murdered him and his girlfriend. And throughout this whole thing, he has this crow to basically guide him. Okay, so let's get things started. First and foremost, liked about the movie. Well, the combat was nice. The action sequences, they were nice. They were well shot, well executed. But as far as what to like about this movie, that's pretty much it. For instance, the story, it takes a long time to get to the main point of the movie. I am serious, it takes a long time to get to that point. As a matter of fact, it takes like 40 minutes or something like that to get to the point where Eric is murdered and he's brought back to exact his vengeance. Up until that point, very unnecessary, very cheesy romance. That is it. Very unnecessary, very cheesy romance. With the original Crow, which I have seen the original Crow, it is a classic. They literally get to that point like 10-15 minutes into the movie. And it does not take an extra 10 minutes to get to the vengeance. They get to the point quickly. And what romance you see is just flashbacks of Eric Draven remembering his girlfriend, Sherry. And since we're on the subject of Eric Draven, his character in this film, he's not as good as he is in the original film. Probably the only thing they kind of have in common is they're both a bit gothic in terms of what kind of attire they like to wear. However, the original Eric Draven was a genuinely good person. He was a genuinely good soul. He has this neighbor, this little kid, whose only parent is neglectful, and he's trying to help take care of her. This Eric Draven is more about getting drunk and getting high. Not my Eric Draven. Not only about that, but in terms of casting, Brandon Lee was perfect. Bill Skarsgård, while he is a good actor, was miscasted. I'm serious, Bill Skarsgård, he is a genuinely good actor. He is kind of trying, or maybe he truly is trying. However, he just doesn't fit well for the role of Eric Draven. In terms of modern actors, like when I heard they were remaking The Crow, I was kind of hoping for Luke Evans, but that's just me. And since we're on the subject of characters, the villains, I have to compare this to the original Crow again, because top dollar, top-notch villain. This movie, no. I don't even remember the guy's name. All I know is that this guy was just a standard supernatural villain who had diabolical plans and nothing else. Top Dollar he wasn't even any of that. He was just a normal evil dude. This guy, no, standard, typical dumb villain. I'm gonna try and stop comparing this to the original The Crow. I'm gonna try. In terms of, is this exciting? Is this thrilling? No, it's boring. The movie's boring. You're not invested in what's going on. This Eric Draven is just not a very compelling version of the character. And what more can I say? It's just boring. And since we're on the subject of boring stuff, the romance element of the movie, bad. The romance is very poorly created. You don't really get much of a feeling that these two, Shelley and Eric, are in love. And yes, it's actually kind of important that you feel that. Eric Draven is driven to revenge because of how much he loved this woman. At the end of the day, The Crow, this is just a bad remake reboot. It is awful. I do not recommend this movie, really. The only semi-redeeming factor of the film is the action sequences, and it's not even enough. The story's boring, the characters are weak, the villain's weak. And at the end of the day, just sitting there in the middle of the theater doing this. I'm going to give The Crow a 2. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Baditsky will return.